What do you do if your devices get hacked? Happens to a lot of us, I know. Joining us now to kind of break this down for us is the CEO of 702 Communications, our good friend, Brian Cromit. Brian, welcome back to Point of View. Always great to have you with us. You hear more and more about the phishing, the hacking, things of that nature. What should we be doing if someone hacks into one of our devices?
There's a couple things that we got to be aware of. We can either have our devices hacked or we can have an account hacked. And you handle the two different scenarios a little bit differently. If you got a device that's been hacked, if you know for sure your PC or something like that's been hacked, my first piece of advice would be to get that thing offline as fast as you can. Because if you got something on that device, if a hacker has access to it, to pull your information off or to upload additional malware payloads or whatever to your computer, you want to get that thing offline right away so no more data can go in or out of it. And after that, really at that point, you should be looking at contacting an IT professional to try to assess how much damage was done to that device, to try to assess how much data may have been compromised as a result of that hack. And to recommend the next steps for that. If it's an account that's been hacked, that's a little bit different, obviously, because that's not something you can unplug from the internet. If it's an account that's been hacked, you need to take a little bit of stock immediately about, am I using that same username and password anywhere else for any other account? And if I am, the very first thing you do is you go in and you change the password. You change everywhere that that may have been compromised.
You bring up an important distinction because I think for myself, I'm not very IT savvy. I sort of think they're one and the same. I collapse those things. So, how do I know if a device has been hacked versus the account I kind of get, but the device piece, how do I know if my device has been hacked?
You see that there are ways definitely on your computer to realize that something's not right. You see it often that maybe when you open your browser, maybe there's another toolbar, or you open your browser and it's opening to a homepage that isn't something that you're used to seeing. You'll see that quite often. Sometimes it can just be something weird in how the performance of your computer is acting. Maybe you'll see your mouse being a little jerky or something like that. But it can be tricky to identify if your device has been hacked. And so your best practice there is to keep your operating system updated, keep your antivirus updated, and make sure that those scans are happening daily. And again, if you think something might be wrong, reach out to a tech professional and say, this is what I'm seeing. Do you think I've been hacked?
Is that something that we can reach out to 702 about?
Absolutely. We've got staff to help you either try to prevent a hack or try to recover from a hack, whether we're talking about your business or we're talking about your home PC. I've got staff that can help you assess your risk, assess the damage, and try to help you recover.
Great stuff. So then tell us, how do we get a hold of you? What's the website, phone number?
You can find us online at 702com.com or on Facebook, 702 Communications. You can also give us a call, 284-5702, and we can get you in touch with the right people.
Great stuff. They've got great things over there at 702 Communications. Again, 702com.com. Love the website. Check them out and use their services. Brian, thanks so much for the insight and the time. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Chris.